Hello, ladies. Okay, I wanted to pop on here to talk to you guys about director, the importance of gunning for that rank, what it means for your business, and also just kind of break it down and let you guys know how doable director really is, even though sometimes when you look at the big picture, it feels really overwhelming. So, first of all, I want to start by explaining the numbers to become a director. So, in order to hit the rank of director, you have to have $10,000 in lifetime volume. That means from the day you signed up, you have sold $10,000 worth of Zaya stuff. When you log into your back office, it is going to be right at the very top of your back office numbers. Lifetime PV has to be $10,000. Your personal volume for that specific month has to be $500. And then your first level, so this would be your direct recruits, the ones that you personally added to your team under yourself, their volume has to be $2,000. You could have one rep that sells $2,000. You could have 4 reps that sell $500. And it's a total of $2,000. That first level PV has to be there. Your group volume, so this is you and your entire downline. This is your recruits. This is your recruits, and all the way down has to be $10,000. Now, I realize that number can be kind of overwhelming. You're thinking $10,000? Like, holy cow. I was there once too. I remember like messaging Erica and being like, I don't think there's any way we can do $10,000. Like, I don't think we'll ever get there. And we have far surpassed that. One thing about director, and I feel like director's kind of where this starts at. Once you can hit that director rank, a lot of times that's when it starts snowballing. That's when you have a good basis of people underneath you, and it starts snowballing, and pretty soon 10,000 turns into 15,000, and 15,000 turns into 20,000. So hitting director is a huge deal. It is exciting. It is a huge milestone for your business. It sets a very solid foundation for you. Most people who hit director, it's kind of a sign that like they're in it for the long haul with Zaya. Once you are a director, like you are more than likely committed. You're going to be going places with Zaya. Also, hitting director means that you're going to start seeing this income, this residual income that's coming from others under you and not directly from the work that you are putting in. Now, of course, you're putting in work as a leader when you are director. You're motivating, you're probably running some incentives for your downline, things like that. But all of a sudden, your paycheck grows and it's not a direct reflection of you. You have this income coming in from the work of other people, and that's when it's like, whoa, this is cool. So that is one of the reasons why I want to encourage you to really gun for that director rank, because I do feel like that is one of the biggest stepping stones to greater things. But I want to explain to you, just to not be so intimidated by it, I want to break it down for you a little bit. So, $10,000 group volume. There are lots of ways you can come up with $10,000. This could be you have one direct recruit that's doing $2,000 or more, and she has 5 people underneath her who are doing $1,000 each. And you combine all those numbers on top of your personal volume, and boom, you hit director. This could mean you have 10 recruits underneath you, and each of you are doing $600 in sales that month. Maybe that, yeah, no, you'd have to be doing more than that. Each of you are doing 1,000. But that could be how you hit that $10,000 number as well. The way that I like to think of it is you try to get 3 recruits underneath you, because the reality is we all know 3 women. I don't care who you are. You know 3 women who could benefit from having Zaya in their life. Whether that is someone who could just benefit from using it as free activewear, and they always just have a party up in their own, open in their own name, they're obsessed with it, and they use it mostly as a discount and don't really push it. Or it's someone who you can see like completely building this business and taking it and running with it. We all know 3 women who can use this opportunity and could benefit from it. Get those 3 ladies. Then what you encourage those 3 ladies to do is find their 3 ladies, because I guarantee if you've got 3 ladies, they've got 3 ladies. Okay? So you've got your 3 people and they got their 3 people, and all of a sudden you are a team of 13. Like, how did that happen, right? All you have to do is just find your 3 people and help your people find their 3 people. And honestly, you should be hitting director. And I know that that can sometimes feel overwhelming, but if you break it down into smaller goals, it doesn't feel as overwhelming, and it does kind of put it into perspective to you, like, wow, this is totally doable. If you're just starting, make it your goal to sell $3,000 each month. If you do 6-8 parties in a month, that $3,000 goal should be fairly doable, depending on how your parties go. And all of a sudden you're at $10,000 in lifetime PV, and then you go get your 3 recruits underneath you, they get their 3 recruits, and bam, you're a director. So if you're feeling like director's too far off for you to be able to achieve in the next couple of months, like, you are selling yourself short. And you need to stop right there, and you need to start believing in yourself, and you need to just set some goals that are scary and go for it, because you can do this. It doesn't need to be big and overwhelming and scary. If you break that huge goal down, it's totally doable. Also, when you are recruiting, remember, it's not about you. Recruiting is about the other person. So if you can focus on that, and that's how you bring new people onto your team, by sharing with them what this opportunity can do for their life. Because the reality is, this opportunity can change their life. It can change your life. It has changed my life. I've watched it happen before my very eyes. And it's not BS. It's real. It is still such a gold mine that we are sitting on. There's still so many people who've never even heard of Zaya. They don't even know that it exists yet. And I know a lot of you probably don't feel that way, because like in your small area or your small town, like, everybody knows about it because you're doing it. But you got to get outside of your market, and you got to reach out to people who haven't heard about it, because I guarantee there are so many people who haven't. Book more parties, send more messages to book those parties. Parties don't just fall in my lap, you guys. I send messages to people and ask them if they want to host. Very rarely does someone come to me and say, hey, I want to have a party. More often than not, I'm reaching out to them, asking them if it's something they would be interested in. So that is my tips and tricks, and breaking it down for director to make it seem a little less overwhelming. You are totally capable of doing this. We believe in you. If you want to brainstorm more, reverse engineer those goals even more, please shoot me a message, shoot Erica a message, shoot your upline a message. You've got to believe that this can happen, because it can. I know there was a point in time where I didn't believe that I could do this. I sent Erica messages and said, I'm really good at the PV thing. Like, I can sell this stuff, but I don't think that I can build a team. And here I am a year later with a team. And that's just because I put myself out there. I continued to share. I was excited about it. I was genuine about it. And I wasn't making it about me. I sincerely want to share this opportunity with other people and see what this can do for their life, because it has added so much to mine. So there's my tips for director. Go get them. You guys can do this.